silent scan.
Video games are one of the most ancient forms of competition in recorded history. The only thing older than video games is cooking, and over the last 2 millennia, the two have come together to form an unstoppable titan of entertainment. So now it's time for the ultimate gaming competition to determine once and for all which game can be crowned
the most delicious game.
Don't let this cute little farm 'em up fool you. It might look like Harvest Moon's adopted little brother that nobody really loves, but behind the innocent pixel art aesthetic are some recipes that'll knock your wellies off. Fish tacos, pepper poppers, pink cake with little hot candies on top. Whatever tickles your pickle, Stardew Valley has got you covered. What separates this food from the rest is that you have to grow everything yourself. If you want those tacos, you're gonna have to get your trowel out, get on your hands and knees and plant some motherfucking corn. What's better than one chef? 4 whole chefs. Chopping too fast, dishes too furious. 4 chefs working in unison like a finely oiled machine. When you're not getting in each other's way, at least. These kitchens are designed to test the best, and if you're not up to the test, then things can get very tense very quickly.
Andy, you're a first-class cunt.
If you and your merry band of morons can get your shit together and actually cook some food, then you'll be banging out soups, burgers, burritos and more, and feeding it all to a big evil shit with spaghetti for hands. Whilst most games focus on the experience of cooking from the perspective of the chef, I Am Bread lets us experience the harrowing journey that is the cooking process from the perspective of the food. You play as Bready, a small town slice of bread with big dreams of being a star in Toastywood. Bready must traverse the perils of the kitchen to make it to the promised land of the toaster, avoiding the dirty floor, roaming packs of ants, and the dangerous depths of the kitchen sink along the way. It's refreshing to see a game take a different angle on a common video game trope, and explore some of the mental and physical torments that video game food goes through on a daily basis. But ultimately, a dirty slice of dry toast isn't that tasty. Monster Hunter is one of the OG cooking games. It's tried and tested. You kill the monster, you get the meat, you cook the meat, you eat the meat, you shit the meat. It's the circle of life. Monster Hunter World is no different when it comes to cooking steaks whilst out in the wilds, but now when you're back in the main hub area, it's time to visit the canteen. Here you can order a selection of platters that will be cooked up by the cute kitty chefs, and god damn that cooking animation is awesome. My only beef with the canteen kitties is that you have to bring the ingredients for the meal that you're paying for, which is no way to run a respectable eatery. Dick move, kitty. Think of Don't Starve less as a game and more like an interactive monster cookbook illustrated by Tim Burton. Now tell me you don't want to read that cookbook. All of this food looks so delicious, and that's even more impressive considering it's made up of monsters and ghoulies. Blue eggs and bacon, monster meatballs, butterfly muffins made with 100% organic butterfly.
Is this organic?
The goal is simple, just don't starve, and don't get eaten, and don't go out in the dark. Yeah, thinking about it, it might be hard to enjoy all this food when it's all seasoned with a mix of fear, stress and impending doom. The Final Fantasy series has always been a tale of epic quests with larger-than-life characters, locations, stories and battles. That all sounds boring, but the new one has sexy cooking in it. Ignis has 103 recipes in the locker, and they all look like this. Food porn doesn't do it justice. Stacked ham sandwich, herb grilled whopper, fish sticks on sticks. All this food looks so good, and if you tuck in before heading into a boss fight, then you'll be buff little protein boys, and you might not get your head kicked in. Cooking has always been a family tradition. The whole family sitting around the table on a Sunday afternoon, tucking into your nan's famous roast dinner, everyone enjoying each other's company, laughing, smiling. It's enough to make your heart melt. And no game captures that moment like Resident Evil 7. You're invited into the home of a lovely, hospitable Louisiana family, incidentally the same home where your wife has been staying, and they invite you to dinner where they've laid out quite the spread. We've got entrails 3 ways, all served up family style with an ice cold beer to wash down the gristle with. Unfortunately, our protagonist Ethan is a vegan, and just like a real family get together, things take a turn for the worst. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was one of the standout games in 2017, winning Game of the Year awards from all over the place. Some reviewers mention the intricate puzzle design of the shrines, others mention the freedom that the systemic world grants you, but forget all that nonsense. Every reviewer worth their salt focused on the real game. Breath of the Wild is all about exploration and experimentation, and the cooking is no different. Link isn't carrying around his trusty Nigella cookbook. No, you have to grab an armful of random ingredients, chuck them in a pot, and hope for the best. You're probably going to end up with a plate of hot pixelated garbage at first, but then you tweak it, and wham! You've got steamed mushrooms, grilled mushrooms, mushrooms on a stick. Just any mushroom you want, really. That was a lot of tasty food on show. These games have set the standard, and such a high level of competition could only be admired. But there can only be one winner. The most delicious game is The Legend of the Resident Monster Hunter of Overcooked Valley. Congratulations to you, commiserations to you shitty losers. That's all we've got time for today, so it's bye from me, your host and announcer. Thanks for watching The Most Delicious Game.